What do you think? Couldn't do that before. Still a little. What do you think? The SpongeBob musical is funny, yeah. Listen to the radio. Let's get some headgear around.
Again, one of the greatest plays, and we had a chance to talk to Tom Raff a couple years ago. Kaepernick made a pass to either Crabtree or Vernon Davis in the playoff game against the Green Bay Packers, and I will never forget Frank Gore coming across the formation and blasting the outside linebacker and holding up so that Cap could step into his throw. It's one of the greatest plays of Frank's entire career, and it's a block. Yeah. No one ever talks about that. He was born to run the rock, man, and play football.
When Frank Gore blocked that guy.
At 100. You know who else you love? Brian Baldinger.
Yeah, cool.
He breaks down plays better than anyone.
I mean, it's like shark week down. And you know what Baker Mayfield is? He jumped into the sharks. You think you're going to win? That's the name of the game. Ferguson now. He's on it. Touchdown. Beautiful throw.
He's our 95.7 The Game NFL insider. Brian Baldinger. And he's joining us on the River Island guest line. Brian Baldinger, presented by our proud partner, Golden State Lumber and Showrooms, serving the Bay Area for 3 generations. Building better starts with Golden State. When you succeed, we succeed. Visit GoldenStateLumber.com. I know we were saying last week. I'm so jealous. Maybe Cyber Monday, I missed my chance getting it at NFL.com. I should have grabbed it. Baldy, you're wearing the NFL jacket. Let's just start right here. Yeah. Frank Gore, to me, is a Hall of Famer. I don't know if he'll get in on the first ballot. We talk so much about height, weight, speed, all these things in the combine, and what Frank Gore had.
He's not that good.
Could not test for at the combine. Heart, vision, gut, patience, cutbacks, the ability to understand the formations and where the blitz was coming from and set up blocks. I mean, he's one of my favorite players of all time for all the things that I listed. What makes to you Frank Gore a Hall of Famer? Oh, sound?
Unbelievable longevity. And then production, like major production. Not many guys can carry the ball as much as Frank did and hold up like he did. I remember I went out to their old facility in Santa Clara one time, and I was doing some off-season thing for the NFL Network, and they had a hill there. And Frank would carry this weight around his waist, and he would run this weight up the hill. So they said, why don't you work out with Frank Baldy?
Go.
We'll make us. I tried.
Just a little bit.
You know, I mean, I was old and broken, but I tried working out with Frank. Like that guy was a warrior, man. He was a warrior. Like, and he just loved the game. Like, there wasn't enough games to play for Frank. He loved to play, and he was everybody's teammate. The offensive line loved him. They picked him up off the ground. The defense.
Am I gonna crack open this?
Frank was a warrior, and I don't have any stats in front of me, guys. Like, I just know the number of carries, the years, the yards, the team. Like, he just kept producing everywhere he went. In fact,
I forgot I got this.
I was watching Devin Singletary play. His nickname is
It's a
Motor.
$1 pre-roll.
So when Motor was drafted by the Buffalo Bills out of Florida Atlantic, Frank was with the Bills.
Later.
And literally, Frank took him in like his little brother. Like, and every
Week
time I
one
see
was the last time I smoked
he
one.
always comes up to me, and because Frank introduced me to him, and he said, "Paul, this
12
kid's
weeks
gonna be a
ago.
really good player, man. Reminds me of myself."
And
that's the kind of like, he just wanted
and press the
to
like.
bring the next group along.
And tap
You
it
know,
up.
He wanted to be that great teammate. He wanted the ball in his hands to go win the game. Like, and then he was just hard to tackle, you know, for all those years.
God, I loved him, Baldy. I mean, he's just an all-time.
Come on,
player.
tap it up.
2 knee injuries, just a savant out there. Roger Craig.
Good morning.
He deserves recognition to be.
What
in
do you
there
want
at
for
some
Christmas?
point.
I
He is
want
a
flashlight.
chain of the dual back running backs you see in the league right now, Saquon and CMC. I mean, you wouldn't have Marshall Faulk or LaDainian Tomlinson without.
There's a new
having
banner
Marshall
on my
Faulk,
channel.
back,
That's
moving
right.
running
I got.
back, and just dynamic.
They
Led the league in
updated
catches,
the banner.
1,000, first ever in league history. Is Roger Craig a Hall of Famer to you?
He had 8 great years in San Francisco. Like it was like that was the offense. Everybody was duplicating the West Coast offense, and he was a huge part. Brett Jones, obviously, the receivers, Joe, but that was the West Coast offense, and you could like literally say at the end of the year that Jerry was going to get 80 and John was going to get 60, and Roger was going to get 60, and the tight end was like you already knew like the ratio, but he was just that good, and so get 5 out. Make you cover all 5. Like that was the whole principles, and I really feel like you're right there, Joe, in that this thing set like the way OJ did, or the way Emmett did. It was now you got to be a complete back. You got to be a 3-down back. Now, we take Derrick Henry off the field on 3rd down, and we put a 3rd down back on the field. Back then, the running back caught the ball. He was your receiver. He was a 3rd option in a triangle to the strong side, whatever. You have to look at what he helped to create. When you can't just look at 3,000-yard seasons. He didn't have enough rush yards. I don't think you look at that. I think you do have to look at this was the template that literally went around the league. Everybody, Andy Reid came to Philadelphia. He brought the West Coast offense with him. Here comes, Brian Westbrook is Roger Craig. Like everybody had that template, and that was the offense from, the time Bill got there in 1979 until at least 2000. That was the #1 offense of football.
Brian Baldinger here on the Morning Roast, our Odyssey NFL Insider, courtesy of River Island, Spadoni, and Shasky with you. And bringing it back to the game over in Cleveland a couple days ago, Baldy, we were talking about Brock Purdy's performance against Carolina and how awful it was. 3 picks in the first half. I thought he bounced back in a massive way in the elements. Obviously no rain, but that wind was gnarly. I know the box score is not going to indicate it. I thought that was his best game all year. Do you agree?
Well, it's a very good defense. You go in there, you play error-free football the way he did. That's the first thing you're looking at. Lousy weather.
Oklahoma City Thunder in Golden State tonight. 11-point favorites.
And then you go and you play error-free football like that. And it's not about stats.
Why are they talking
it's
about this?
Coming out of Cleveland with a win. That's a tough place to play.
Okay, yeah, 49ers came out of Cleveland with a win. Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy alive. Bill Cowher said he couldn't buy gas without Steeler fans telling him who should catch the ball. Bill Cowher, accused of working late, was simply hiding in his office so he could get to the gas station when there were no fans. If you could deliver gas, Bill Cowher, the type of guy who would still be coach if he didn't need to buy gas. I guess Mike Tomlin doesn't buy gas, huh? Mike Tomlin doesn't stop for gas, huh? Damn, Franco Harris was forced to go door to door to sell season tickets. Sad. All for the Roonies. The Roonies. But it's all about Burt Bell. Burt Bell was better. When did Burt Bell meet Rooney? In the 1940s. Burt Bell. Eagles Hall of Fame. Born in Philadelphia. I see my first comment. What hello. 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 Halo. HALLO. Code name double L. Burt Bill owns the Eagle. So true. So true. How was my day? Oh, now I realize. You know what? I didn't even realize. It's you, 9-Star Agency. Yeah. Long day. Usually I like to crash and just go to sleep at 7 a.m. Not today. We're staying up extra late on a Wednesday. I mean, waiting for OKC versus Warriors, right? Better than nothing. The Warriors have 2 of their next 7 games at home, so is Wednesday okay? Has Wednesday ever been peak? What is the best thing in all that made Wednesday so damn good? What can make Wednesday stand out? Well, highest rated Wednesday option. The plane crashed on Wednesday. Well, that narrows it down. That UPS flight 2976. How could I remember the flight number? We was at 3,000. Okay. "22 facts about Wednesday." The Olympic ceremony is on Wednesday. Not worried about corporate YouTube. Everybody has the right to express themselves, and YouTube is California. So, I mean, they're not mad at me. that is big enough for all of us. The most important thing to do is to use electricity and make sure you stream. If you don't stream, you shouldn't be allowed to have electricity. Electricity for streamers only. What's my weight? My weight is like 190. I'm like 190. Let's just say 190. I mean, 206 was my biggest. Maybe I hit 210 once. Maybe I got up to 210 in 2009. Okay, so like say 2008, I might been 210 at peak. Okay. That's when I was working in Hollywood on Boston Legal, Mad Men, Grey's Anatomy. Set food. So when you're eating craft service, you know, Hollywood. Sorry, the Hollywood diet trying to wreck my body. Yeah, I got an IMDb page. I got the IMDb page. Yeah. And I get killed in my only credit. So the only time they ever wrote my name down was when I got died in that scene. Hollywood tried to kill me. Very rare to die in first scene. I'm locked up, women behind on locked up women behind bars. Let's watch Locked Up. Season 2, episode something. Check out. Now that somebody showed up, I'm gonna light up the pre-roll. And keeping me awake. How can I sleep? I have this. I got this. I don't know. Hey, I watch a lot of people stream, and I'm not in a. No, most gamers don't play all easy. Okay, so the gaming community doesn't like to play in December. You end up around your family most of the time. And a lot of YouTube gamers should be embarrassed to expose themselves as, you know, estranged. Well, let's light this, and I'll be definitely cutting it instead of trying to put it out. Should I crack the window? Crack the window. Now the window's open. Oh, you're worth a lot, buddy. Arizona native Joshua. Smoke weed every day. Puff up, puff up, puff. Oh, that's right. Okay, okay, okay. Say. Dirty, man. Just it's the parking lot popo with the blue gloves, so they don't. Oh, there's no blood. Don't lick it, Ted. Don't lick it. Cut it. Scissor clip. Now dump this in my Venom can ashtray. Still smoking on the tip. I don't know. If my shit zoomed in. My shit feels all zoomed in. My shit is zoomed in. What's that? I chopped the crap out of my bed. No neck beard. I was cutting. Took everything off this nut. But I chopped up my beard real good. Yeah, that is how you hope you smoke hash, which I've only done very, very little hash in my life. And but I've had hash in San Francisco, of course. Of course, most of the hash I had was in San Francisco. I know a guy named Larry. Larry. Here's the jar for the thing. Ooh, spilled my cigarettes. They're fine. It's the best deal on in the entire world is still $1 joint if you qualify with your minimum purchase. I mean, some shady places will sell $1 cigarette. People pay 50 cents, but if you can get a regular joint for around $1, that's a good deal. And I pay $1. That's a $1 joint. I only pay $1 for a joint. I'm not gonna buy like a $1 joint. Not paying for it is a mistake. It's like I don't go there to buy joints, but if they're trying to put an extra joint in the bag for $1, you just add because you could have nothing, and you could have nothing in the bag, basically, or you could have an extra joint. It's not like using 1,000 reward points. I still get reward points at those places. After they always want to take more off my bill. I got the new lunch menu. It's 8:01. Does the subs go up? Let me count my likes. I already see how many likes do I got? Do you see how many likes I got? Bye, Uncle. And Joshua, okay, my time's up. 9 stars. See you next time. Ooh, so reading about Bert Bell, and I end up on best things about Wednesday. Wood day. Knock on wood. I'm really thinking what's good on TV on Wednesday, not goodbye. Look out the window again. Yeah, look out the window.
22 hours and 21 minutes. 3. End. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide 206 was my biggest, maybe 210. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide 2008 I might been 210. At 9 Staragency 16 Diane UNC Facet. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide Set Food. At 9 Staragency 16 Hollywood. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide Eating Craft Service. At 9 Staragency 16 UA Actor. 2. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide IMDb Page Ka. At 9 Staragency 16 Said Pensive Face. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture I Died in My First Scene. At 9 Staragency 16 Y is Unke War Veteran, an idiot and also a movie actor as well as My Only Way to Be Happy. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide Very Rare to Die in Fifth Scene. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide on Looked Up Women Behind Bars. At 9 Staragency 16 Could you think that's it's been 3 months before we met? At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide Most Gamers Don't Play All December. At 9 Staragency 16 When I first saw you, when I saw you having one streaming people. At 9 Staragency 16 I seriously feel like I am worth nothing. At 9 Staragency 16 Just useless. At 9 Staragency 16 I can't stand it. At Arizona. Native Joshua U. At 9 Staragency 16 You guy. At 9 Staragency 16 Hello. At Arizona. Native Joshua Yellow Smoking a Big Doink. At 9 Staragency 16 Joshua, this man is a good guy, trust me. At 9 Staragency 16, I've told him countless times to just stop smoking. But this idiot just won't. At Arizona. Native Joshua, I know Teddy, he lives in California. At 9 Staragency 16 Law Revealing. At 9 Staragency 16 So uncle, is there anything you would have done if I never showed up that day on your short? Would your life be different? At Arizona. Native Joshua, that's how you used to smoke hash LOL. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide No Neckbeard. At 9 Staragency 16 cause I am not a well adult, could I know how drugs are like? At Arizona. Native Joshua, you can get it at the dispensary. At 9 Staragency 16 Just a valid question. At 9 Staragency 16 Dude, I'm not from America. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide $1 joint. At 9 Staragency 16 I just don't understand why. At 9 Staragency 16 Oh my time's up. At 9 Staragency 16 by Uncle and Joshua. At 9 Staragency 16 Baby Unk. At 9 Staragency 16 by Unk. At Arizona. Native Joshua by at 9 Staragency 16.
I think that was peak. I think that was peak. Parking lot. There's somebody right there, that Josh. I put the push to talk button, only read quite a lot. You never know how much the push to talk is gonna read.
At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide Hopeful Won't Fall. At Arizona. Native Joshua You room must stink of cannabis. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide He. At Arizona. Native Joshua What the plans for today? At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide IDK. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide Eat Pork Lunch. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide I've never watched my window so I'm watching the window. At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide Tip it down, okay? At Teddy Belcher 4 Culture Wide Tomlin can't stop for gas in Pittsburgh. Teddy Belcher 4K Ultra Wide 21. 9. Teddy Belcher 4K Ultra Wide 21. 9. 1,687.
What did it say? It said Mike Tomlin can't stop for gas in Pittsburgh. Did it say that? Did I say that Mike Tomlin cannot stop for gas in Pittsburgh? He's getting his gas delivered like Cam Hayward can't stop for gas, man. You have to gas him out. Gas him out. If you're watching in Pittsburgh, spread the word. Gas him out. Bill Cowher said he couldn't stop for gas. You think Mike Tomlin is stopping for gas? Hell no. I got the 20% battery warning. Swiping up on my battery, charging at 20%. It's 8:22. Have I been here 48 minutes? Good views of the out the window. I shared that. I have to finish my Venom. I said Tomlin can't stop for gas in Pittsburgh. I think he's too big. He's too big. He probably drives that electric. What team should Tomlin play for next? The Bengals. Yeah. My subs didn't go up. I still got 2 likes. I left a like. I'm gonna wrap this episode. I'll probably be talking live during the Warriors Oklahoma City Thunder game later. Later, okay? Thanks for watching. Good episode.